Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, we're talking about a communication profile. What a communication profile is, it's your way of sharing with your partner what works for you. It's kind of like, when I know now people with the online dating and stuff, people have their online dating profiles telling potential suitors who they are. They have their social media profiles where they share information with other people about their lives and pretty much telling people who you are. And your communication profile is how you tell your partner who you are as a communicator. And today I wanted to talk about 5 benefits, 5 reasons that having a communication profile is helpful or it's beneficial, 5 ways that it helps improves relationships. The first is that it makes you take inventory of who you are as a communicator, because a lot of times we know that we communicate, but we never really pay attention to how or who we are as a communicator, the things that work or don't work for us. So in order to create your communication profile, it makes you take inventory of those things, what the things are that you like, what the things are that you don't like, what works or doesn't work for you. It makes you take inventory of that stuff. 2, it gives your partner a roadmap to communicating with you, because sometimes a person could be a great communicator, but that does not necessarily mean that they're a great communicator for your communication style. So by understanding your own how you communicate, by creating your own communication profile and sharing that with your partner, you give them kind of a cheat sheet of as to what it is that they can do or that they should do, should not do in order to effectively communicate with you, in order to communicate in a way that you're going to get it and receive it, and in a way that's not going to cause you to shut down or something like that. 3, it helps ensure effective communication. Again, as I was mentioning, sometimes in communication, when someone goes in a way that doesn't work for you, a lot of times people will disengage. People may shut down. And if your partner does not know how to communicate with you, it makes it difficult for you to have true effective communication, because effective communication requires you to be able to share where you're coming from and hear what your partner has to say, and of course for your partner to be able to share where they're coming from and hear what you have to say. So by having a good effective communication style, it helps effective communication improve effective communication. 3, it reduces the possibility, the chances of unintentional hurt or infractions, because there are things that people do naturally that maybe they've done it their whole lives and it never really mattered. It never made a difference to anyone else, or no one else ever said anything. And they figured, oh, I do this all the time and it's fine. No one has ever said anything. And it happens to be a trigger for you, or it happens to be something that bothers you. So by having a communications profile that tells your partner, hey, these are no-nos, these are do's, these are absolute don'ts, then it reduces the likelihood that they will do something that is a don't for you, or they will do something that is a trigger for you. So it reduces the likelihood or the possibility or the potential for hurting you unintentionally or causing, unintentional infractions. 5 is that it allows you and your partner to create a communication pattern that works for you and your relationship, so that by knowing the do's and don'ts of communicating with you, and of course you will know with them, then you guys can work together in coming up with, hey, this is what works for us, this is what works for our relationship, this works for me, it works for you, this is or maybe this does not work for me, this is what we can do to compromise, this is how we can shift, this is what it allows you to create a pattern of communication that is going to be helpful to both of you, that you both know about, and that you can both participate and engage in. A quick recap. 1, it makes you take inventory of yourself as a communicator. 2, it gives your partner a roadmap to communicating with you, because you are like no one else and communicating with you is different. And 3, it helps ensure effective communication. 4, it reduces unintentional hurt or infractions. And 5, It allows you and your partner to create a communication pattern that works for you guys and that works well for your relationship so that you can be great communicators. As always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please do reach out and get help because there's a lot of help out there. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.